This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrott, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar.
Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 102. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Quantum Zone.
I'm Will,
and
everyone.
Master of the live streaming of first episodes is.
Yes, this is me, Matt. This is Matt. How are you?
So yeah, because we were talking.
Make it so.
We were talking about Cardigan because the boys saw the first episode. So
We did. We're behind. We're
Fine.
probably behind a lot of you, but we're getting there.
well, it's only like I said, it's only 3 episodes out so far. They drop every Thursday. Yeah.
Pacing myself, you know.
That's right, yeah.
That's right, because I got an early Valentine's Day present from my wife. I got a subscription to CBS All Access.
Ooh, nice.
Cool.
What else do they have on there? I mean, is it just CBS shows? I mean, they have the other Star Trek show.
Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, that's what I'm telling Will. Like, I had seen the first one for free when it first came out, and I wasn't impressed. But once I got to the second episode, it's getting better.
Oh, good. Okay,
It's good. And then I just started the second season. They brought in Anson Mount as Christopher Pike, Captain Pike.
Oh, all right.
The guy
Cool.
who played Black Bolt on Inhumans. He's a lot better here.
Yeah.
Okay. Might be the material. I don't know.
Yeah, he can talk. He doesn't have to make this.
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw a little movie this weekend.
Birds of Prey,
Yes.
perhaps?
Oh, did you see one of the Oscar nominated films? Oh, okay, gotcha. What did you think? Because I have heard mostly positive
too.
things. I know that you had some. The characters are a little bit different in terms of how they're portrayed, but
Little too much Harley.
what's a spoiler-free overall opinion?
Okay, a little too much Harley
Mhm.
Quinn. They could have fleshed out some of the other characters more, like the Birds of Prey.
Well, you mean the title
Yes.
of the movie?
Oh,
Birds
did
of
you
Prey,
see that?
yeah.
I just saw a article tonight. I guess the theaters now are all scrambling. I guess now they're putting Harley Quinn more in the beginning of the title. It's like, if that was, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. I liked like the Huntress and Black Canary, but it's like they could have been fleshed out way more. It was just like,
Yeah,
it was,
or feathered out.
oh,
More.
Nice.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, it only did like 33 million domestic this weekend.
But I think it's already made its money back, hasn't
They
it?
were
Yeah,
saying
you
it
think-
cost 80 to make, and I think it made 80 or 81 worldwide. So I mean, yeah, I guess they kind of broke even right now. But
Yeah. It's
rated
the
R.
R
It's
rating,
rated R.
right?
Wait.
That's what do you think that's keeping some
Probably,
money out of
and
their
I don't
pockets?
know why. I mean, the R is mostly for language, like they're dropping F bombs, like it's World War II. But I mean, the violence isn't even that bad.
Did they swear a lot in World War II?
Dropping them from those B-52s. But I'm just saying the violence wasn't that bad. That they couldn't have toned it down just a tiny bit and gotten that PG-13. Yeah, most of it was for language.
Yeah. Do you think that? Yeah. Do you think they'll Once Upon a Deadpool it? Do you think they'll do a reboot with edited for
They need
language.
to redo a lot of stuff with this movie. It's like they have Cassandra Cain, who was Batgirl, one of the deadliest fighters in the DC universe. The character bears no resemblance to her.
Mhm.
I said it on our review that just dropped today. I'm like, their Cassandra Cain reminded me of Russell from Deadpool 2.
Okay.
Interesting take. I'll have to check it
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna have to check it out too.
It just there's a few
Definitely.
things in there that I'm like, oh, they're trying so hard to make her Deadpool, but I don't think she's in the fourth wall breaking enough. So yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen there.
What do you think? I know by the time this comes out, the Oscars will be in the rear view, but Joker won for best score and best actor.
Joaquin, Joker.
Did you see it, Will?
I have not seen it. No, I just it's kind of. I didn't watch Gotham either. I mean, it's like, okay, I want to watch Batman, right? Does Gotham only exist as backdrop and universe for Batman?
Well, we always joked when we podcasted about it. It's like they brought in all the all his enemies like early, so it's like, by the time he gets old enough to become Batman, all his enemies are gonna be like on walkers and using.
Yeah. But I mean,
well, I mean,
I just feel like the Joker in a lead role.
That seems to be what the Oscars loves, though. I mean, Heath Ledger and now Joaquin Phoenix. I mean,
yeah. I guess
and this was
so.
like, and they don't like to give awards to superhero movies. This was like the least comic book movie, come out recently, because basically you could almost, I mean, a little just tiny tweaks to this movie, and it would have you could have just been a movie about a crazy guy.
Yeah. It could have been Taxi Driver rebooted with no taxi
and white makeup. Instead. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, this was I didn't see Gotham either, but it's there's a Patton Oswalt joke, the comedian, and he's talking about the Star Wars, the first batch of prequels that came out, and I'm going to butcher the bit, but he says something like, trying to picture the pitch meeting for the movie executive. He goes, Luke Skywalker, what, you're gonna love him, but he's a little kid. But just like to see him as a little kid.
I thought it was
Phantom Menace or something.
Darth Vader. Yeah,
not Luke Skywalker. Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be like, you know what the prequels need? Trade routes and government stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I was about to toot our own horn, but Matt, are you going to be joining us for the monthly Scarlet Spider talk?
Yeah, I have avoided the exact planning thread. I haven't been able to commit to a date yet, but I'm gonna get in there. You overwhelm me with a list of all the things.
If you can't make every episode, that's fine, because I know the first episode, me, Tyler, and we're getting Ray in on this because we're doing like a Sunday morning at 7 a.m. just to work with, because of Ray. Yeah.
The really? Okay.
23rd, I think, whatever that last Sunday, that Sunday this month. I think it's the 23rd. Yeah, it's 7 a.m. But no, I was saying if one or both of you wanted to do this, if you can't make it, since Ray's on there, you should like turn the tables on him and send in feedback. Hey guys, it's Matt from the Quantum Zone podcast.
Yeah, I do kind of like the weird hour stuff, so I might drop in Dawn style and
that's the other thing. We jumped on tonight. I was expecting to see Donnie from Denmark, man.
Yeah. And he wasn't here.
Well, I'll put it on my calendar just in case. I am going to be moving soon, and I'm moving like before the end of the month. So I could be exhausted. I could still be awake, but you know, you might see a different background besides Paris. Yeah, a different Euro Disneyland behind me, Tokyo Disneyland maybe.
Baby, new apartment. Let me hang some comic art on the wall.
Yeah,
That's right. Exactly.
I will have more room for my comic books, which is
are we getting a hairy man cave?
good.
Oh,
yeah. We'll see. I feel like she like mentioned it, and as you know, because we're moving to get more space. She's like, "Oh, you'll have more room for your comic books and stuff," and I was like, you know, you got to be careful with what you're delving out, because give me an inch, I'll take a mile. I'll take a fruit by the foot. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's got to be longer. I need a full length one.
There we go.
Exactly. That's right. I need a full length comic book symposium. I need a Fortress of Solitude. I don't know.
you need a quantum zone, if you will.
That cave. Yeah, I need a bookshelf with an interdimensional
That's
portal
right.
behind it.
Oh my lord, that's my thing. Like if I ever win the lottery, I'm putting in like a big home theater. It could be like all Batcave style, you know. There could be like a sliding bookcase or something. Did you ever see that? I would think I've seen it. I forget. It was on TV or something. Some guy did that, and he had like the Shakespeare bust from Batman '66. Like he turned the like unlocked the door and stuff. I'm gonna have a big screen, and I'm gonna have like display cases. You know, maybe like a Batman suit on one side, like a Spider-Man on the other, something.
Mm-hmm.
Unless someone can make a Quasars.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So should we hit up tonight's issue?
You got it, man.
Quasar number 36 from we're moving right along, July 1992. By, of course, Mark Grunwald, writer, Craig Capullo, penciler, Harry Candelario, inker, Janice Chiang, letterer, Paul Beckton, colors, Kelly Corvus, editor, and Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. And it's serious because he didn't give himself a flashy nickname.
That's right.
No.
This dear? No, I didn't mean it, dear. All right. Tonight's episode, Soul Cage. Soul Cage!
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if this was a play on words or a pun or something, but I couldn't really.
It'd be the perfect title for a 70s.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So it's not quite Soul Train, but no.
Oh,
Soul
there you go.
Yeah. 90s
Very
appropriate.
90s appropriate,
Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So remember last issue, our heroes were floating a real tiny speck-like in front of this huge being. Because the first page says, "Oh look, once upon a time, in a galaxy not far from the Milky Way, there was a galactic empire that spanned 1,000 worlds, contained hundreds of different alien races, and boasted trillions of citizens. This empire was forged by a militaristic race known as the Kree. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, an antimatter bomb exploded at the center of the empire, releasing deadly radiation at translate speed. At present, half of the empire's population is dead. And by the time the radiation reaches the furthest ramparts of the empire, the death toll will be somewhere around 80%. Into this horrifying holocaust have come Earth's most cosmic hero, Quasar, and his companions, the super-fast Makari and the stellar-powered Her. Hoping to aid the Kree survivors, the earthly trio have instead been dispatched on a quest to aid the Kree dead, whose souls are said to have been stolen." Just reading that whole thing, I could just imagine like a Star Wars scroll. Just
Scroll.
now pans down.
More like a super scroll.
Nice.
flame fonts,
my
rock
Lord. I saw
fonts,
the camera
invisible
fly down.
fonts,
That's when
stretchy
you blew out of the
Nice.
Are you okay?
Speak to me. Speak to me. All right. So yeah, now the camera pans
Come
down.
on. There we go. You got me, man.
Good. I like that. That's like the audio equivalent of a spit take, but it didn't ruin your computer. Just dejacked your
All right,
headphones.
Makari, I think you're up first.
Yep.
Wowie, kazowie, the size of
What is
that
it, Quasar?
thing.
What is it?
All I know is what my goddaughter told me. It's one heck of an unidentified energy source. Oh my Lord, look at that splash page. Page 2.
Oof,
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Capullo
Yeah.
finest.
big fist.
And it's one that
Yeah.
would behoove us to avoid. And then we see, empty treadmill. Mac, he's not on the treadmill. Did the creature manage to snatch him? How could it have moved so fast?
Not that I don't dig your treadmill, but my legs are aching to do some real shaking. Guess what? The big space waste is massive enough to generate
Oh,
an
you missed the part where you
appreciable
said
gravity
Queasy, man.
field.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh man, yo, Quasy Man, here I am, running up Mile High's arm. I sped read it.
Nice.
Be careful, Mac. Let's assume this thing's hostile until proven otherwise.
All right, I'll meet you at his shoulder.
All right, so okay, Epoch, here we go. Epoch, you there? What do you make of this thing?
I'm in the process of scanning it for its derivation, Quasar. I'll let you know as soon as I
You do
can.
that, little goddaughter. I'm going to try to communicate with it. All right, so I guess they're on the shoulder. Looks like almost. Yeah, that's shoulder. As if it's going to know English. Back.
Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped ahead a page. I'm on the suction page.
No.
Meanwhile on
Page
Earth?
4.
Wait, no. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm digital version. Sorry. Yo, Crazy
I
Man.
see. As if it's going to know English.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wait a minute. I'm actually missing a page. This is
I think I am too.
Do you have
this is an outrage. Yeah, hang on. My I'm gonna go get the physical one. One sec. Be right back. Oh.
The old man just got out of the chair. All right. We can always take a commercial break by one of the hosts of the upcoming Scarlet Spidercast.
Hi, this is one of the High Priests of Khonshu, Ray, from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. We're proud members of the collective, and you're listening to one of the collective members, the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast. Hope you enjoy.
And speaking of Ray from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast, yeah, he's going to be talking with us once in a month about Scarlet Spider, and then he was saying he was doing something on somebody else's podcast. I'm like, as hard as it is to believe, I think Ray's going to be doing more podcasting than I do.
That is hard to believe.
I swear,
Actually,
Ray is like trying to podcast on like every continent. So for anybody like trying to start a podcast in Antarctica, I'm sure you can probably get Ray because I think he's trying to. Continent.
Antarctica, 65 degrees the other day. Boy.
That's all right.
All right. Sorry. I'm back.
Will, did you find the page?
I got it. So
I know.
Okay, that's
yet.
fine because most of it's anyway.
all right. Yeah, sometimes the digital ones will give you an upside down page or something. But all right, so Quasar, her, Makari standing on the shoulder. Makari's crouching.
It's going to know English. I'm rusty.
Try French.
Then I guess they're other things looking at him. My name is Quasar. I'm a being from another galaxy. Who are you? That's when we get the suction. He's sucking us in.
Yeah. Whoa.
So page 6. The suction's incredible, but what is it? There's no air in space. It can't be drawing us in by inhaling wind, like quantum energy. Can't summon up enough to resist its pull. Try something else. And he lassos one of its teeth. Anchored on its tooth. Now to nab the others. And he tries to throw lines to both of them. Can't feel them. They're not grabbing on. They've gone down that creature's gullet. Should I let go and follow? Or will I be able to help them better from without? Without, I think. So he quantum jumps right out of its maw. Hope Mac and her.
He broke the quantum floss.
American Dental said, hey, the ADA says floss. So yeah, he quantum jumps a little away from it. Hope Mac and hers quantum aura holds. Who knows what the creature's digestive fluids may be able to do. Better get them out fast. All right. I think this is you two. Meanwhile, on Earth, two of Quasar's closest female acquaintances cruise the open. HD and his close acquaintance. He's met her once?
Yeah, I know.
His most recent hire, I guess.
HD, I feel so criminal.
I prefer you call me Holly, Kayla. And since when is it criminal to
leaving
take a
Ken
vacation?
in the lurch.
He'll manage for a week. He'd be the last one to begrudge you a trip to Disney World after
check
what
this
you've.
out. Can you believe it? A guy in that getup expecting us to pick him up.
Yeah, lots of luck, bud.
Wasn't there a Doors song about a hitch? The road ahead, there's something.
Oh. I can't. Kayla? You ladies need some help.
And in the Kree galaxy, see Quasar open up on this thing. Okay, body sucker, gonna make you spew. Makes like a giant hammer or looks like a sledgehammer tries to hit in the gut or something. Where's my there we go, gut shot. Oh man, hit him with a quantum sledgehammer the size of a skyscraper, and he didn't react in the slightest. All right, get ready, Will.
Here we go. Quasar, have ascertained the identity of the entity you have
already.
Encountered.
Spill it.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
On the other side of the galaxy, there lived a sentient race called the Daeonists, who had a symbiotic relationship with a celestial being. This being supplied the Daeonists with the energy necessary to sustain their world's fragile biosphere in exchange for feeding off their psionic energy generated by the Daeonist devout worship. Then one day, a space armada attacked, and the object of the Daeonist worship repulsed the invaders at the supreme cost of its own life. Many Daeonists died, but the survivors built an armada of their own and set forth in search of beings of power, gods, who they could harness to their life support apparatus. One such being they found was Odin of Asgard. When Odin's son Thor came to rescue his father, one of the Daeonists entered the spirit mold and animated a construct of psionic energy empowered by Odin's immense life force. The sole survivor clashed with Thor and his Asgardian companions, and was ultimately vanquished by them. With no godly life force to sustain it, the planet called Temple World became uninhabitable, and the Daeonists were forced to evacuate.
Epoch's account can be corroborated way back Thor 261 through 263.
Awesome. Eventually, the Daeonists named Krill entered the spirit mold and discovered he could recalibrate its psionic circuitry to tap the life force of his brethren. Doing so, he slew them all. Since then, the Soul Eater has been traversing the cosmos looking for places of death so he might feed upon fresh souls. Near the center of the Kree Empire at the time of the Negabomb's detonation, the last Daenist absorbed untold billions of souls increasing in size and power exponentially.
So that's the story. Then the mourners were right about the Kree technically not being dead.
See last
And
issue.
last episode. The cosmic cannibal ate their souls. Thanks, Epoch. Now I know what I'm up against. Is he makes like a giant quantum razor blade. Something big, powerful, and unlike anything I've faced before. Well, maybe I've got something that can cut him down to size. Epi said the Soul Eater's body is just some kind of psionic energy construct. And let's see how it takes to some quantum slicing as he like tries to cut its arm off. Try it on its arm first. If that works, then I'll open up its stomach and go in after Mac and her. Whoa. As soon as the blade passed through it, the slice sealed back shut. Then my quantum energy is useless? Hey, it's turning away from me. Did I actually hurt it? Or is it just bored with me? It's picking up speed. No, it's warping away. Oh, who said make it so? And engage.
Picard.
This podcast is not brought to you by CBS All Access or Picard, but if you would like to it's gone, and with it, my friends. Epoch, the Soul Eater just vanished. Can you get a fix on its new location as soon as it re-enters real space?
I believe so.
And again, good going, Ep. I'm right behind it. What's it doing? I think I see some kind of astronomical phenomenon, and I can make it out with its, but I can't make it out with its big fat body in the way. Oh, fat shaming! Come on, Wendell. Woo-wee, what am I looking at? Some kind of organism in a big embryonic sac? Epi, I hate to be a pain, but
I will see if I can identify it, Quasar.
oh man, it's opening up on the embryo. Who will discover its we will discover its origin
later.
Episode, yes. No clues, but 17.
18.
18. Yeah, sorry. That's obscene. It's sucking the life energy from that unborn creature. Weren't the billions of Kree souls enough, you gluttonous? Got to do something or that embryo's dead. What? Think, man, think. I know. I'll jump inside it, see if I can do more harm from within than it did from without. So, Quantum jumps inside the thing. But back on Earth at the car wreck.
Quagmire, the hitchhiker, who they were just scoffing at, is helping them out of the wreck that suddenly happened. Easy now, little lady. Don't want to bruise the tomatoes.
God.
Wow.
Or
tomatoes.
Thanks for helping us, mister.
I'm usually such a good driver. The car went out of control when we hit some sort of oil slick. You mean this? And he's stepping on the car with his thumb. It kind of looks like the genie from Aladdin. This was from 92. With the oil in the air, kind of looking like it's got a hand-like quality to it.
Huh?
And he starts approaching him. Who are you? What do you want? Name's Quagmire, and what I want is Blondie here.
No.
And then, ow! And then,
where'd that little man come from? Me?
Boom. It goes right for Quagmire's good eye, his non-Harry Potter lightning bolt eye. Blasted Tinkerbell, gotta muck you up good.
Is he what protected me from the angler in the shower?
Issue 30.
That's right, issue number 34.
Gotcha, Inky Dink. You're going down. Boom. Punch right in the ink. Well, ladies, got any more tricks up your sleeves I could stomp on? No? Then let me show you one of mine. He summons a black portal door behind him. What you see behind me is a doorway. Behind it is your mystery date, Blondie.
Why us? Why are you doing this to us?
Well, Blondie, you got something my boss wants. Don't ask me what. As for Miss Speck, sorry, doll, my boss ain't interested. I might be if you play your cards
No,
right.
help me.
She pulled into the door. HD's trying to pull her out. I can't, but I won't let you face it alone, Kayla. I'm coming with. And then she starts going in. Hey, wait, you dumb. So what? The boss got a bonus, bimbo, and I paid off my debt to him. Apparently, yeah, they just get thrown in. He stays
I believe
outside
that's
of
the
the
last we see
doorway.
of Quagmire until what, 44?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. I gotta remember what rough voice I did.
Yeah, because we got Infinity
I'll put a
War and
reminder.
Marvel Boy between there, so
Yeah.
True.
So,
Yeah,
um,
there's
Gruff,
some
Gruff
interruptions.
New Yorker. Is that we could call that Gruff New Yorker?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, in another galaxy, not so far away, Quasar materializing the creature. Whoa! I'm inside the thing, being propelled through it like I was in its bloodstream or something. But this is no creature of flesh and blood. Now what? Better stop this wild bobsled ride because he's in a bubble. There, anchored myself within this artery or tunnel or whatever as he grows spikes out of it. Blockage.
Yeah.
Now let me send the pulse of energy through the Soul Eater's nervous system or whatever, or wherever. See if I can locate Mac and her. So instead of Mac and me, Mac and her.
Mac and her.
Mac and her.
Oh,
It's the
nice.
prequel.
Not sure how to stop this creature before it kills the cosmic fetus. Sort of trying to kill it. Oh boy, here we go. As protector of the universe, do I have the right to kill such a unique life form as the Soul Eater? How is that any different than when a group of Avengers decided to kill the supreme intelligence to avenge all the Kree he had killed? A decision I opposed.
Which is in the recent Avengers number 346.
Which was wrong, because it was 347. What are you doing, DeFalco?
Oh. Too soon, DeFalco. Too
Or
soon.
episode 98 of the Quantum.
That works too.
Wait, I know how it's different. Killing the SI was punitive. This is preventative. If I don't find some way to stop the Soul Eater, the cosmic fetus will be slain in utero. Who knows where the Soul Eater will turn its voracious appetite next? Sorry, Soul E. I'm going to have to terminate you. Okay, then. Turn up the power to all I can muster. With any luck, it'll affect him just like a strong electrical current affects the human body. The first pulse I sent out should be back any moment now, as soon as it completes the circuit through its body. Where is it? Is the Soul Eater's nervous system more extensive than I have imagined? Or maybe this isn't even equivalent to its... Wait, I see light down the tunnel. Here it comes. So what effect is my energy disruption having? Epoch, what's the picture outside? Am I having any visible effect on the monster?
In a word, no. The Soul Eater is still tearing at the life essence of the embryonic entity.
All my power, and it doesn't mean squat to this creature. Say, Epi, I just tried frying the Soul Eater's innards and it didn't work. Any suggestions?
No, not at present.
Great. Hey, I just noticed all these glowing spheres buzzing around outside, like bugs around the porch light. Am I seeing things, or are they penetrating my quantum bubble? Could they be the Soul Eater's protective antibodies? Shoo! Swarming all about me, passing through my quantum aura, entering me?
Okay. Matt, you want this one?
Now we need a ghostly voice.
For yeah, sure. One of the what are you doing in our world?
Floating phantasms. Could these be the souls of the dead Kree? You are Kree?
Oh, yes. Who are you?
I'm Quasar of Earth. This world of yours is a creature who apparently absorbed the life forces of all the dead Kree at the instant of your radiation death. Not only that, the creature appears to be in the process of killing more things just to take their life forces away. I was trying to stop it. I failed so far. My energy doesn't seem to affect it.
Then this isn't Yindor.
If you mean some sort of afterlife, no, I assure you it isn't. It's more of a limbo, if you know what that is.
So I have surmised and have been trying to tell them.
I mean, you guys know harm, but the entity that's holding you does. He's using you all somehow.
This I have also suspected.
The entity has immense power and strength and stature, all derived from having eaten and digested your spiritual essences.
What difference does it make? We're dead. Nothing will bring us back to life. Perhaps once we're used up, we will then pass on to our ultimate destination.
But it does matter. Do you really want your lives to be used to kill other living things?
I do not. I do not.
Well, you
care.
guys are going to have to decide for yourself if you want to be used for food by an opportunistic creature profiting from the horrendous tragedy that has befallen the peoples of the illustrious Kree Empire, you, your friends, and families, or if you want to embrace death with the dignity you've earned. I can't really tell you any more than that. Then he's thinking they're fading.
Thank you for telling us the nature of our circumstances. I will see to it that my billions of brethren are enlightened. At the speed of thought, it shall not take long. Perhaps I could persuade them to resist being used in this obscene manner.
Good luck. And I still got to find her and Mac. If that plant guy can convince the Kree souls to revolt against their cannibalistic jailkeeper, and they begin to bust out, things inside the Soul Eater's body could get very messy, maybe even lethal. I think I pinpointed the signal from the quantum aura I put around her and Mac. It doesn't appear to be too far from here. But there's no telling if I'll ever reach it, letting the current of Soul E's bloodstream carry me. I'm going to have to take the shortest route possible, and that means ripping through the Soul Eater's insides like a microscalpel. But moments later... Oh no, not already. Mac, her. So the whole thing blows up. The Soul Eater's body blasted into shards. Was my quantum aura enough to shield Mac and her? Lock on, send out a lifeline. And soon.
Crazy man, you came through, buddy. We weren't worried for a
Should have
minute.
been.
What did you do, Quasar?
Nothing really. I just talked a couple 100 billion souls into making a break for freedom. They did the rest. How's the space fetus?
How's this? Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell who's saying that.
It's probably Mac. Space fetus seems like
Okay.
a wise remark. How's the space fetus doing, I wonder?
There's a
It's a wicked looking hole in the side of its embryonic sac.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
sorry, it's you. Oh, yeah. But I bet it's still alive at least. Hey, Quaz, what's the matter? For a guy who saved the day, you sure look down in the
I
mouth.
think we ought to observe a moment of silence for the Kree. As of a minute ago, they're truly dead. And ironically, they have the protector of the universe to thank. Okay.
I thought this was a good little two-parter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, much smaller in scale than Galactic Storm, but yeah, still a good story.
Mm-hmm. And I thought interesting. If
And
you look
it
at
does give a little bit of cap.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, man.
Oh no, it does give. I mean, it's not. It doesn't say after the storm at the top of the cover, but you know, it gives a little bit of at the end. You know, a little bit of closure, a little wrap up. But it's a whole separate Quasar adventure too, which is cool.
I like the hero shot there at the end. Her is the tallest. Makari's taller, and Quasar's the shortest of them.
I know. That's okay. Okay, if I ever get this to open, we can. We have feedback from Ray. Hard as that is to believe. All right, Quasar 36. All right, everyone. Here's some feedback from Ray from Into the Night Moon Knight podcast, Last Sons of Krypton, the upcoming episodes of Spider-Cast, where we'll be talking Scarlet Spider, and basically, as I said, pretty much half the podcast on Earth. So, oh, did you see that meme online? I saw it a couple of times already. They said it's Captain America from Winter Soldier.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, they did a couple.
Making different puns. I've seen a couple.
He goes, "Hey, did you hear your Flat Earth documentary won an award?" And they're like, "Which one?" The Golden Globes. All right. Sorry. So again, our international friend Ray from Half the Podcast in the Known Universe. Take it away, Ray.
Hello, Phil, Will, and Matt. This is Ray. Just giving some thoughts on Quasar issue 36. Another very cool issue. Attack of the Soul Eater.
Buckle up for the next 4
I'm just going to
minutes.
restrict it to three main points, I think. Overall, I found the issue quite enjoyable. There was a lot of, there were a lot of ethics questions here, which I found really interesting. Again, Grunwald's writing, I'm such a fan of everything. I just hang on every word. But so number one, I liked the discussion or thought process Quasar had with himself in comparing what the Avengers did to the Supreme Intelligence in Operation Galactic Storm to what he's contemplating to do to this Soul Eater. And I don't know your thoughts on it, whether he justified it or not. But the way that Grunwald played it out was, I guess, that the Supreme Intelligence, his death penalty was punitive, as opposed to Quasar killing the Soul Eater in order to save lives. It seems sound, that kind of logic as well, but there's a little bit of me thinking, he's kind of justifying and he's being slightly hypocritical. So I don't know what your thoughts are with that, but I found that quite interesting. The second point was another quandary with ethics. I thought it was really cool, and it drove actually the end of it, the end of the story, and that was Quasar talking to those souls, the dead Kree souls within the Soul Eater. And we meeting a couple of them. One of the souls was just happy just to be in there. He didn't really care, what was happening. But Quasar points out that would you rather have a real kind of death with honor, or do you want to be party to more destruction? And the Soul Eater was certainly destroying a lot. So no, again, a nice take, just something to think about. And again, this is a point of difference from Quasar Comics with others. It just gives you a little food for thought. And I like these little things that Grunwald had placed in his storytelling. And finally, number 3, I just thought, throw it out there, that embryo and the embryonic sac, I just thought that was a brilliant touch. It was quite grotesque. And Capullo does a really good job of depicting it, because you kind of get a sense of a face in one of the panels, but it's not. It's still obviously an embryo. So it was quite disgusting, but it was quite compelling as well. Could not look away.
It'll be back, right?
From the embryonic sac. And that's what I'd say. Anyway, again, as always, keen to hear your thoughts on it. What do you think of actually that side story with Kayla and what is she called? HC? HD.
Like the TV.
Moondragon.
HD.
I don't know. Did you find that interesting? I am quite interested as well. That little man, did he come from that other universe?
Yes.
And was he responsible for that kind of incapacitation of the angler?
Nope.
I guess we can all things down. It is an old story, but yeah. Quite interesting. I like Quagmire's power as well. So anyway, just what did you think of that secondary plot Anyway, I'll give this this issue a good 7 embryonic sacs out of 10. I was quite enjoying and wrapped up nicely. So yeah, catch you later, guys.
Oh yeah, that whole portal thing. We'll get into that.
Eventually.
Well,
I don't
think they get to their destination by the next issue, I believe,
I
right?
think so, yeah. I'll be honest, that the whole subplot with Kayla, it never really kind of wowed me. I was, I felt like it fell into the trap of if you hang around a superhero, you're going to get superpowers. That seems to happen in every book. And I'm not going to Ray or anybody else that's listening, but directly leads into, of course, the giant issue 50 of Quasar, right? I just, it never really worked for me. I mean, it should, because Grunwald's bringing in all these old characters. I'm not going to say who Chrome Dome is, which is what Quagmire called him, but
oh yeah,
it's it just never really came together for me. I don't know why, but I'm sure others have other opinions.
I mean, except for issue 50. I mean, that subplot really didn't. It seemed like they were going somewhere, and it's just like, okay.
Well, and I guess I probably hold it against it too, because of that subplot, kind of the note that the book went out on, right? That last big giant crossover, which was not edited very well because they got the numbers wrong on a lot of things.
Start
I don't know. I guess that just left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know, but it's still Grunwald, and he's doing some really long plotting here. I mean, this is 31 was when he went to the new universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're still, there's a subplot that comes out of that blows up in 50.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 60, so 3 years later, we're still dealing with the ramifications of all that. I mean,
yeah, but he also had to deal with Operation Galactic Storm and Infinity War.
Yeah, exactly. And Star Blast.
Yeah, but I just mean before issue 50, he had to get
Yeah.
through and those two events. Which, speaking of which, next episode will be Infinity War number 2.
There we go.
Yeah, we can do a quick recap of issue 1, but yeah. So starting next episode, it'll alternate between Infinity War, Quasar, Infinity War, Quasar.
And there's a great scene coming up that I just love. It's Quasar 38, I think, where Warlock and Thanos pop in, and Cap says, "Nobody do anything." Everybody does everything, but Quasar just bubbled him up, and and it's just everything's fine. An awesome scene.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. I mean, there's like guys like the Hulk and Thing like trying to break through that bubble, and Quasar's like, "Yeah, I just got him bubbled up."
Yeah, yes. Good job. Let me give you a bullhorn. But yeah, it's Ray's right. Grunwald was an intelligent writer. He really was. Injecting, having the main character think about, well, okay, I really don't want to kill this thing, but it's killing something else, and my friends are here, and blah blah. Thinking about the ethical considerations of your actions. I mean, it's kind of an interesting take.
Yeah, I mean, I loved his writing on this and Captain America. I think I've said it many times, but it's like, that whole thing, if you can have dinner with anyone alive or dead, it would be Grunwald.
Oh, yeah. That would be awesome.
Your thoughts, Mr. Kona?
I can't follow the Master of the Quantum Zone. No, I don't know. That was well. Yeah. I mean, I sort of had the same issues with the Kayla stuff. I love the character when she first comes out, and it is a bit of it's sort of like a strange transition. It's almost like if you're a this has happened in so there's a TV show called Twin Peaks, and I think you guys haven't seen it. It started in the 90s, they rebooted it, but it centers around the death and the murder of Laura Palmer. And originally the actress who was only supposed to play a dead body, but there was like a flashback clip where you see a home video of her, and it became very popular, so they wrote her into the show as her cousin. Like, so, it's almost like, does she have a Patty Duke identical cousin, but with different hair? So, I mean, I'm still along for the ride, but it kind of takes you out of it. But yeah, Grunwald is a good everything that he's built, and he takes on a lot of different universes, a new universe, the Marvel universe. He's just coming off this big crossover, so he's got a lot going on. So I'm willing to let some stuff go by the wayside. But since you brought it up, I thought I'd chime in on it too. So, yeah.
All right.
But I don't know. I like the issue. I wish we'd saw a little bit more of the Soul Eater, or knew a little bit more about it, other than just stopping the Kree from completely passing on. Because it's a cool, the artwork to it is really cool, and the power to just suck these 3 cosmic beings in like that it's intriguing, and that's all really we got to know about him.
And then he blew up.
Yeah.
Hey, think about
like, what if Galactus was a one-off character?
I mean, he needed the help of the dead Kree, but think about this: Quasar just defeated a giant villain who went toe to toe with like Thor and Odin.
Yeah, and he said Thor and his companions. I'm assuming Warriors 3 or other people. Yeah, so
he's fighting Asgardian level enemies. Yeah. But yeah, the next episode will be Infinity War 2, and then following the net episode after that will be Quasar 37, Dimension of Manifestations.
Very cool.
Yes. All right, I had a question. All right, you guys reminded me. I had a question. I'll ask you guys. We can even throw it out to the listeners. Once we get past issue 60, should we keep going chronologically, or should we go back and try to hit some of those early appearances? Like, I know Matt was talking about some of those Dazzler issues. I think there's at least another Marvel 2-in-1 that Quasar's in. We have time. Everyone can think about it.
Oh, after we go 60? Yeah.
After 60, yeah.
I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to go back and do, any of those appearances that we missed. His arm shows up in a Fantastic Four issue.
Yeah.
Done. Okay, we can move on to that one.
I was gonna say. I mean, we could do one issue. We could do like one issue. Where one episode where we just cover the issues where he only shows up in like one panel or something. But no, I know there's at least. I think there's at least one Marvel 2-in-1 issue where he teams up with the Thing, which we didn't cover. So.
Yeah, I think that would be a cool. We just ended. Jump back, catch the things that we may have missed, and then. Once we've got those, we could start, because after 60, it's Cosmic Powers Unlimited,
Star Masters,
and then Fantastic Four by Wade and Ringo. And,
yeah.
And then nothing until
Nova,
until Annihilation. Yeah.
Annihilation. Yeah.
Oh well, there's that Guardians of the Galaxy, which is an alternate version of him. And actually, did you have that on the schedule?
What?
When he...
The later Guardians of the Galaxy one?
58, 59, and 60, I think. Because...
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, so I was gonna. That was the other one I was gonna say. Do we want to do that after 60 also?
I think we should do that around the same time we do the White Room issues in Quasar. Okay. With Marvel Boy, because he has to go to the White Room, right?
Okay. Yeah.
What do you guys think? Does that sound?
We could do that.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Maybe do issue 43 and then the Guardians one, and that between 43 and 44, maybe do that.
Yeah, because it's actually it's with his son.
True.
alternate version of his son wearing the quantum bands. And it does have her in it. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's definitely a plan. Okay, we'll do those Guardians issues between 43 and 44. I'll redo the schedule, and then I'll look up some of his earlier appearances, and we can decide what we want to do after 60.
Okay.
Maybe
Cool.
I'll look it up online, check the list of stuff we haven't done, and like, what do we want to do? This. I know Matt Kona's back chomping at the bit to do Dazzler.
Yeah.
You
I
mentioned it
am.
before,
I do
yeah.
have some Dazzler.
I've
got
got him too.
Yeah.
I got a few of them. I don't know if I I've got some of them. Yeah. All this. I already set Ray's schedule. He's like,
Yeah.
what?
What? Dazzler?
Disco just got to Australia, so they were.
I love this
Nice.
John Travolta. I love this John Travolta chap.
Isn't it Olivia Newton-John Australian?
No,
I
Am
don't
I
know.
making that
Yeah, I
up?
think so.
I don't know.
Oh my lord, I remember that. Just like
Yeah.
in high school and everything, everyone's like, "Oh, Olivia Newton's in the John." See, Ray, in America, people call the bathroom the John.
Yeah. It's not. Is it? Maybe it's the loo in Australia. I don't know. I got to do some research before I make.
I don't
any
know. All I
feedback
know is the
phone
water goes
calls.
backwards. So
Yeah.
It does. Counter.
The Coriolis
counterclockwise,
effect.
right?
That's cool. Oh, he does show up in Avengers Forever. Just a few issues. I'm going through the checklist here, just looking at some things.
yeah, but that'll be. I mean, that'll be after because we're gonna do that Heroes Reborn.
Yeah.
the first arc when they. Yeah.
Oh, Avengers Infinity, the 4-issue series that he was in with Captain Marvel and Moondragon and Jack of Hearts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Thor.
And then there's like, what was that Maximum? Is that Maximum Security where he, the whole ego thing?
Oh yeah, that's in after Avengers Reborn or Avengers.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Return. Yeah.
Like I said, we'll hit some of those early appearances before that. All right. So anything else?
Nah.
All right.
That's all I
Okay.
got.
So we'll throw the word out. Hey, everybody! Any early appearances we did not hit that you want us to hit? Send your thoughts. Or anything after 60. Send your thoughts. Send your mail and be like, you must hit this issue or this arc. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-capes. Let the world hear your angelic tones like the mighty Ray every episode. And follow us on Facebook, Twitter. Find all our social media all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And support sponsor, Tweaked Audio, Hunt to Killer, Pod Life the book, now in digital and audio. And check the show notes for the Amazon.com link for Southgate Media Group. Send us some funds to keep bringing you such fine programming as the Quantum Zone podcast. All right. Master of the Quantum Zone, Will Allred, where can people find you?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED at Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and all those places. You can also find me at diaryofnight.com, which is the home of my self-published book, Diary of Night, which actually has a Kickstarter running right now that's going to end in 48 hours, 2 days from now. So
I was going to say, but if you're listening to this on the podcast, it's too late. But
it's
if you're
too
watching
late,
it
but
on
yeah.
YouTube, yeah.
So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, then it's probably still running. So just go to diaryofnight.com and click on the Kickstarter link, and it'll take you there. And then, of course, all kinds of cool stuff at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
All right. Soulful man, Matt Kona, where can people find you online?
You can find me all around social media at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. Instagram is probably what I use the most. Maybe I'll do stand-up comedy occasionally sometime. So you can find me around the New England area if that's where you live or visit. But I'm around.
Make the quantum jump up to Boston, people.
You can find me on the shoulders of soul eaters. It was surprisingly hard to say.
They might be giants.
And I mean, I think it came out later. There's a Oasis album called "Standing on the Shoulders of Giants," which I thought about while we read this, but it wasn't worth interrupting about. It's just like the deleted
Only
scenes at the
80s
end.
Music, man. We could have played so much 90s music.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. You heard the plans. Again, come back next time for Infinity War #2. Everyone's going to be there.
Literally everyone.
Everyone in the universe, basically. Everyone in the Marvel Universe in 1992 will show up. Wasn't that way for Infinity Gauntlet? Like Infinity War? Yeah.
You get a doppelganger, and you get a doppelganger, and you get a doppelganger.
Some of them went on to big things like Spider-Man. So yes, the double madness next step. Extra larger issues also. All right, everyone. Again, join us next time. Bring your double gangers. Keep staying alive. Remember, Quantum Zoners. Keep it quantum in the belly of the beast.